Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To the new guys, my name is Shiwamboi. I create lifestyle content. To the returning subscribers, thank you for always being here. Thank you for always showing me the love. And for those who've not subscribed, it's good to subscribe because it's not good for you to watch videos and you've not subscribed. So it's only fair for you to subscribe for support. So thank you in advance because you're going to subscribe. So on today's video, we are going to do something different. As you can see, I'm not in the kitchen. So today we are not cooking. I have a guest. So today it's going to be a conversation day. Yeah, so it will be mommy and daughter conversation. We are having my mom in my channel. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to start by asking you a few questions. So the first question is, how was your life as a child growing up?
Okay, my life as a child as I was growing up, I was brought up country, and that's where life is just that is where you go for water from the river. You cook with fire, with the 3 stones, and with firewood. That is where you have a cow. You have to go get napier grass for the cow, get water for the cow, and then we had this issue of like, for example, if it is food, you get food from the shambas. So, and my mom was a farmer, peasant farmer, that's what we call them, or small scale farmer, and my dad was a teacher, and my mom concentrated on producing food for us, while our dad concentrated on teaching to maybe provide the clothing, the money that was required, provide the school fees, and that is how life was up country.
So what is your most memorable thing about when you were a child, like your most memorable, something that you remember, like the most memorable, I'd say, I don't know whether I call it family tradition or just something that it was most memorable that excited you as a child when you were growing up, like that one you can never forget.
I think the most memorable things, or something that excited me so much, is whereby I was really longing one day that I'll be able to leave our country. I didn't like the work of cultivating the shamba, drawing water, and all those kind of things. So when I reached the level of going to secondary school, that was my most exciting thing, because I knew that from there now, henceforth, the work of up country is I'm no longer going to do the work, but I'm now going to concentrate on books outside the family context.
And now, because like in your days, you guys didn't have internet as much. Well, I don't know, was there internet? Let's start from there.
Nothing.
So where were you guys getting information concerning, let's say, motherhood? Now, like, for you to get information about how to raise me, where were you sourcing your information from? Like, getting to know what foods to give to this child, how to raise this child. Where were you guys getting such information from, or where you personally, where did you get the information?
Okay, the information you used to get from our parents, mostly the neighborhood, what they hear, see, all this kind of thing. Then also take the children for clinics. So also the doctors there, maybe they would advise you here and there, but not as serious as today. Like for example, maybe they just only give you the information about the injections that you're going to get the child for, whatever it is going to prevent the child from. That is vaccinations, and what it's going to prevent the child from. That kind of information about the health of the child you get from the doctor. But the information about feeding the child you get from your parents, from your friends, from the neighborhood. That is where you used to get the information. So we never really concentrated on what the doctor was saying, but actually from the doctor we didn't even get maybe the menu for the child or what to give the child. Yeah, those things were not there. Maybe they were there if a child developed maybe a sickness. Maybe they would be advised what to feed the children with. But most of the source of information mainly was our parents.
So how on in terms of career, as in, were you also getting like information from your parent on which, let's say, line of career you take in life, or was it the teacher guiding you, or who exactly was guiding like your steps on which career or which line of profession you're going to take as an adult?
No, where I used to get such information mostly at schools and also the environment. You see what people do around you. You also desire maybe you can be like, for example, I would say that my father is a teacher, and that is one of the careers that I knew that existed on a serious note. These others I didn't really know much about them, but I'd also see their secretaries and maybe the accountants. Those are the main things that I knew about, but I did not know much about. Maybe engineering, all those kind of things I did not know about. But as we did our CPE, and then we were ready to go to the secondary schools, we were advised on maybe the schools that you're going to choose, and then after Form 4, you'd be told their careers, then you'd be given a list, but I don't think we had much information like today.
What is the most memorable like thing that you remember about us, you and I, like the most memorable thing like you remember about us as a family, the way we were a family of two? What do you remember most?
Okay, the most memorable, or maybe I can say the most exciting things that...
Yes, exciting is the word. Yes, exciting.
The most exciting thing that came across me as we are living together is the moment that you declared that you know Christ as your personal Savior, and that you have known Him on your own, not that I've pushed you, or maybe it's not even that somebody talked to you about it. It's that you checked on the TV, and then you were able to see some cartoon talking about Christ, and you decided to receive Christ on your own as your personal Savior. And that one excited me to know that I did not push you to this salvation. This salvation is something that you desired, and you even looked for it as a child, and you received the salvation.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm also grateful also for the fact that you raised me in church. I think if it were not for you, well, I know people have different destinations, like a different, what I'd say, different way of how they come to get to know God. But I'm really grateful that you raised me in church, so at least I grew up with a lot of knowledge, and I was able to come to that point of just
Realization.
of accepting Christ as my personal savior. Lastly, what are you proud of? Apart from that, what achievement, or what is one thing also you're proud of when you look at me, apart from the one that you just mentioned?
Okay, one thing that I'm proud of is that it's about, let me say, it's about God coming in your upbringing and giving us the ability to educate you to the level where you have reached, because we have I just realized that it was not my own effort. And if a human being would look at me, there are some people who looked at me the way I was then, and they would declare openly, you will not be able to educate this child, maybe even in secondary school. But I thank God that it was not even secondary school, it went on all the way to college, and maybe all the way to the university, but not my own effort. It's just God intervening and making his own way. And this, I just give credit to my God and my Savior for all this, because it was the hand of God that I saw, and I am so grateful forever to God because of his goodness, and even all other provision. Not only that, his provision even of our clothing, provision of everything was just provided by God in a miraculous way. Yes, we worked hard, but all the same, just God showed his mighty power.
Beautiful. Yeah. So the last question, now it's the final question for today. I'll definitely invite you another time for us to have more such conversation. So the last question, when you look at my kids, your grandchildren, do they remind you, do they bring back memories of my childhood, or when you were a mother? Does it bring back any memory?
Yes, of course, a lot of memories, because I'm able to relate you as a child, and when I see your firstborn girl, I'm also able to be able to see you in her, and I'll be able to see maybe even your characters, the way they were molded, or the way to becoming your grown up. I just see the same in this particular child, and I'm happy to see all this, knowing that it is the goodness of the Lord.
Thank you so much for being my first guest in this channel. Yeah, we should be doing this more.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just interesting to get to hear some things from you. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you too.
All right, guys, that's the end of our conversation today. Let's meet on our next video. If you've not subscribed, kindly remember to subscribe, because you watched 2 videos and you've not subscribed. Yeah, so that's the end of today. See you next time.